All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome the back. I'm excited. I know you're excited. Here he is, the man, Omni Man. All right, so we're gonna go right into practice. As I said before, I am going to pick the cameo I'm most comfortable with in Jax and kind of learn him from there. We're gonna go through the the basic things together. I want to see kind of his setups, his basic combos, and his frame data is kind of what I'm most interested in. Why is he still locked? I hate that you have to go and like purchase each individual character, and you can't go to the character and purchase them. You have to for some reason go to like the store. Oh, there's a blue outfit. That's nice. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me see if I can unlock goddamn Tremor. Even though I'm not gonna use him right now, I'll probably use him with Shao and see how he does. But I want to see if I can unlock him.
The uptight Viltrumite.
The uptight Viltrumite. Yeah, I couldn't find a way to get Tremor, which is just another aspect of this game that feels rushed. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to hover over it, press X, and then just purchase it for free because I got the goddamn early access or whatever. So there's, you know what? I'm not gonna complain too much, but fix your shit. Fix your shit. All right, so we have some moves on the screen here. I didn't do like the moves before it, but what I'm definitely most interested. Ooh, that's +3. It's a high mid, pretty fast with the second mid. But this is what I'm most interested in, is the frame data, because they didn't really show any of the frame data, especially when it comes to like his special moves and stuff like that. But let's take a look here. So -4 is his high, and then this is -3. So it's triangle, triangle. That's what? High overhead. Okay, leaves you -1, so it's not safe. This resets the neutral, which is actually pretty cool. You would think that he's negative, but if you hit them with the sneaky, cheeky 7 frame high, you know, you might get them. -4. Ooh, -7 is his launcher, so it's unsafe. You can get tagged with his launcher. That's -6, so safe against most of the casts. He doesn't seem to be super unsafe, at least when it comes to his regular attacks. Yeah, I mean, his launchers are both pretty safe. Most people aren't going to counter it, and his grab doesn't come out unless you hit them, so there's no like punishment for putting in the full string if you're not gonna hit it. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we have Around the World, which is his overhead. That is -14 frames. You're getting absolutely blasted if you do that without a cameo. Damn it, you can't really do the cameo after it either. Yeah, unless your cameo has an ambush that's a good attack, you can't really do it after, because he's so minus. And he goes into the recovery first, so they would definitely hit you after that. So here's his earthquake kick. This is actually -11. Holy moly, you can't just throw that out. Why does it look like mid-low? Oh, it's a low mid. The low just comes out higher. The low text comes out higher than the mid, so it looked like it came out first. But yeah, it's a low mid, so it's double attacking. But it is -11, so you'll get blown up throwing that out. That and this are super unsafe, which are kind of your mix-up, so it's interesting that those are the most unsafe things. Obviously, your regular strings are pretty safe, actually, which is interesting. None of them are, well, that's plus, so it's still your turn. You can go into that, straight into that. I mean, why not, you know? That's 9 frames. This puts you at 3 frames. This puts you at, this is 9 frames. Startup. So you're winning that exchange. Nobody's going to be able to beat that exchange because that makes this 6 frames. Well, there's one person in the cast, I think, who can beat that exchange. Let me see. But, you know, if you did that one, then there's no one in the cast that can beat that exchange. So he can kind of jail you with that move, huh? Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess if you just don't block and you down one, you can get out of it, obviously. But, you know, if you're just blocking this, he's going to jail you. So be careful with that. All right, now time to look at the special moves here. So we got Mega Clap, like your cheeks. Negative 15. Don't do that shit up close. I mean, if you do it from back there, negative 15 ain't a big deal. But if you do this shit right here, you're getting blasted. Hell no. What else we got? Let's just go to special moves and ping them. So we can do the Mega Clap in the air. Giblet Maker. Vultramite Stance. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. I hate how it's so big and in the middle of the screen. I wish it were a little bit smaller on the side of the screen, but that's alright. So let's see if the enhanced version is any better. It's not. It's still negative 15. You're still getting blasted by that. So the Giblet Maker, I don't understand that. That's like when... Oh, that's a reference to when he like just kind of floats through people, I guess. Still negative 15. I knew all of it. Honestly, it looked like all of his special moves were negative on the teasers that they gave us, but I wasn't 100% sure. But looking at this, it does look like they're all negative. Super negative, too. Like, negative 15 is insane. So Vultramite, oh, just down in R2 to cancel, which is nice. Forward in R2, doesn't cost a bar. It does take some time from when you do it though. Like if you see when I do it, there, like let me give you a audio cue as well. So I'm gonna do it now. It takes a little time, so you gotta do it ahead of time a little bit. And then we have Drag Through the Mud, which is negative 17. Negative 21. Negative 1. So this is the only one which is actually insane, which is kind of safe on block. Gives them a bit of pushback that you can, but it has a shit ton of startup, obviously. Let's see what's the fastest we can do it. So I'm spamming it right there. So that's the fastest we can do it. There's still a little bit of a cue for them to know that you're gonna do it. So you know they can kind of. And that's a mid. That's a mid. It's not like there's a low to really mix this up. Your special moves seem to be only usable within your combos. So I wouldn't just use these willy-nilly. Literally none of them. All of them are super negative on block. Look at that. Negative 26. Holy moly. They have forever and a day to punish you. Even on the ground, it's negative 21. Look at the startup on that mid. 17 frames. Holy moly, that's slow. All right, so yeah, I mean, this mid, it seems like it's gonna be really hard to enforce that mid without a good cameo, because pretty much all you have is highs. There's a low. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to enforce that mid. Not with this is negative on block as well. I mean, yeah, it's a 12 frame startup. So technically it's faster than your regular mid, right? But you can't start combos with it. And that's 28 frames. Anybody sees, like, people are gonna get used to this eventually. They may not be used to it right now, but they're gonna get used to it eventually. Yeah, if you hold one or the other, it seems to not. Oh, maybe it is triangle. Yeah, you gotta hold triangle. If you hold forward, sometimes it doesn't register and it won't switch sides. it's still the same amount of startup whether you hold it or not. So I don't know. Definitely up to you what you want to do. Let's get that move off of the damn thing there. So yeah, when it comes to buttons, I'd say Omni Man is not necessarily the fastest or the best. You know, I don't see how we're supposed to reinforce that mid at all. Even if they're like, if they stay blocking high, there's really nothing we can do about it, because this is so slow. Like, you can see that coming from a mile away. Maybe that, you know. I think this low and that overhead are gonna be like how you're gonna be trying to enforce your mid, because other than that, you're really not getting this off. So there you go. Pretty decent combo. It only took, you know, probably 30-45 minutes to kind of put together and to get right. So I wouldn't say he's hard to combo with. He's definitely easy to combo with, and I'm sure you guys can come up with some like extremely, you know, way better stuff than that using like Goro and other better cameos. I like Jax because he does let you get like an early health lead, which can sometimes bite you in the ass if like you're comparing health bars and stuff like that, but that's the only niche scenario. Anyways, that being said, like, I did realize in the middle of my making the combo that he has this 12 frame mid. This is really good. This will more than likely be what you're starting combos with more often than not. You know, it's going to be what you're catching people with. I don't think you're going to be catching people with that other mid. Like, it's just this, or not that. This is too slow. It does go from far away, though. So you might catch somebody lacking that way. You can use it like as a punish, you know, like if you've seen my last video and you're dealing with someone who does the poke a lot and you back dodge that poke, that'll be a good mid to go with. But usually it's going to be this, I believe. Ooh. So, you know, you put your combo from here and whatever, what have you. Obviously, I haven't perfected it yet. I'm still working on Omni Man's movement and things like that. There are still like 100 different combo routes you can go with. I have seen that this will probably be the main launcher you do, unless you're punishing from far with that. But more often than not, like, this will probably be your main launcher, which is good because it's a mid, right? It's not a high. So I would say, even though they showed him as more of a brawler, like kind of a mix-up character, like they really focused on this mix-up, like it's really going to do something. Once you get to the higher ranks, this ain't doing anything. 14 frame low is decent, but the fact that the overhead is 28 frames, you could just be blocking low, and then once you see the overhead coming, block the overhead. Once you see him get into the stance, you know that he doesn't have any lows from this stance, so you just block high. Because it doesn't matter what he does. None of these are lows, right? So you just block high as soon as you see him in the stance. So a little bit of tips there on, you know, how you might be able to combat all the Omni Man that I'm sure are going to be online. Just remember, he has a pretty decently fast mid in his 12 frame. His highs are, you know, decently fast as well. Kind of like normal fast, the 7 and a 9 frame high. But, you know, anybody can duck those. They have their obvious weaknesses. It's the mid that I wanted to focus on. That's actually really good. The low 14 frames, not that great, but, you know, it's there in case you need it. And then I showed you guys a decent combo. So, yeah, I would say that's it for Omni Man. Overall, I'm really excited to play him online. I'm really excited about the character. I think he's going to be easy to pick up, but harder to master. He has a lot of different combo routes he can go, and I think if you get used to his movement and how he does things, and like how much you can punish or how much you can do when it comes to this bounce, I think you're going to be really good. That said, we will have more videos out. I will take him online. We will try Tremor as well. I'm going to figure out how the hell to get him on the account, because it doesn't automatically put him on there for some strange reason. Yeah, so that being said, if you liked, leave a like, subscribe, do all the things. Why not? This has been Yata Gaming. We will see you in the next one. Other than that, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out.